Next curve.
Hey everybody, this is Leonard Lee, executive analyst at Next Curve, and I'm here at the Galaxy Unpacked event. You can't see the sign up there, but this should be fun. They're going to be unveiling a bunch of stuff, and most notably the S23 and some moonshot stuff. So we'll find out what that is. I kind of have an idea what it is, but I'll show you when I figure out what it actually looks like. All right, so stay tuned. So I'm here inside the concourse area of the Masonic Theater. Okay, and I'm not going to take a photo here because there's so many people. It's not worth it. Rather, what I'm going to do is try to get a good seat. As I entered the hall, it was good to see many familiar faces from the analyst community and Samsung executives waiting to share their contributions to the best of Samsung Mobile. While I thought all the excitement would be about astronomy, we got a not-so-subtle hint from the very beginning that this event was about cinematic creation. TM Roh, president of Samsung's mobile experience business, kicked off the show. The immediate focus of his opening statement was on the camera, or more appropriately, the cameras of what we only assume were the new line of Galaxy premium smartphones. Not just any camera, a pro-grade camera.
To show us what the Galaxy S23 Ultra's pro-grade camera can do, we worked with world-renowned director-producer Sir Ridley Scott to create a special film.
Samsung announced they commissioned two directors, Sir Ridley Scott and renowned Korean director Na Hong-jin, to direct and produce films that showcase the chops of the new Galaxy S23 smartphone camera. Drew Blackard, VP of Mobile Product Management, highlighted improvements to nightography with improved color capture in dark settings, as well as improvements to optical image stabilization with 2 times the OSI motion offset and some advanced processing features such as adaptive VDIS to optimize lighting while moving in dynamic high-contrast scenarios. Overall, the new Galaxy S23 and S23 Ultra models feature some leadership features. In particular, a newly announced 200 megapixel rear-facing wide camera and 100 times space zoom on the Ultra, which I thought was going to be the talk of the show, but it took the backseat this year. Both models are able to capture 8K video at up to 300 frames per second. Of course, none of these leadership features are possible without a powerhouse processor, and this is where Qualcomm comes in with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 SoC tailored for Galaxy, with performance improvements that seem in line with what Qualcomm announced at Snapdragon Tech Summit last year. These processor improvements deliver new gameplay enhancements, most notably ray tracing, a new feature of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor that mobile gamers are probably going to love. The new Galaxy S23 lineup comes loaded with memory and storage options, as well as the latest AMOLED displays from Samsung. Orders for the Galaxy S23 model started on February 1st, with availability on the 17th of February of this year. In terms of pricing, the S23 starts at $799, the Plus at $999, and the Ultra at $1199. Sustainability is a big thing at Samsung, and on that front, Mark Newton announced that Samsung would be extending support for their devices from 2 years to 4 years and security updates up to 5 years. For me, the big picture theme was capture to create. We covered capture, what about create? This was the bigger set of announcements. This year, the Book 3 comes in 3 flavors. The Pro, the 360, which is the 2-in-1 version, of course, the maxed out version, which is the Ultra. The designs are indeed sleek and of solid build quality. Samsung was smart moving away from the 16:9 aspect ratio, going for a taller screen. The Ultra and Pro don't come with a touchscreen, while the 360 Pro and the 360 do. The large touchscreen pad is a big bonus for someone like me, and Samsung made sure that you had plenty of connectivity options, including HDMI and Thunderbolt 4.0. The Galaxy Book 3 series comes loaded with NVIDIA and Intel's latest and greatest processors. The Galaxy Book 3 Pro and Pro 360 are available February 17th. The Pro starts at $1249 and the Pro 360 starts at $1399. The Ultra will be available on the 22nd of February with pre-orders starting on the 14th and starts at $2199. The biggest deal for me is how Samsung is advancing its continuity capabilities. Samsung continues to integrate multi-connect, quick share, and other features into a more seamless and centrally managed cross-device experience for Galaxy users. These continuity features should continue to excite creators and business users. In closing, TM acknowledged Samsung's partnership with Qualcomm and Google and the open collaboration that continues to advance Samsung's Galaxy family of mobile and personal computing devices and experiences. Speaking of experiences, Samsung hinted at future efforts in advancing Galaxy into new frontiers of personal computing. I guess there will be some XR in order for next year's event. Yes, no mention of metaverse. Good for Samsung.
I'm grateful for the chance to connect with all of you today, online and in person. Thank you so much for being part of this Unpacked. I will see you again soon.
Cool event, and I guess we'll see you next year. All right, well, until then, take care, and remember to follow NextCurve at www.next-curve.com, and we will see you at Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2024. I'm out.